Well, I'm plugging through today. Here we are on to section C of section 8 of chapter 8. And what we're going to talk about rotations. So we've talked about translations, which is just shifting them around, moving them up or over. And then we talked about reflections, y-axis, x-axis, y equals x, or y equals negative x, and y equals negative x. Now we're going to talk about rotations. So our pivot point is going to be the origin. And we're going to rotate around through the quadrants. We're going to deal with a 90-degree rotation, which means xy becomes negative yx. A negative 90 rotation. So a 90-degree rotation is going to go this way. Negative 90 is going to go this way. And then we have a rotation of 180 degrees, which flips it 180 all the way over to here. So let's see how that works. So we've got the point 3, 1 again. They're getting really creative. So I go from 3, 1, I'm now going to have negative 1, 3. Because here it says xy becomes negative yx on a 90-degree rotation. A negative 90 rotation, we still flip the points, except it's going to be positive 1, negative 3. So that's a negative 90 rotation. Negative x, negative y, that's it. They don't switch spots. We just have negative 3, negative 1. So now we go plot those. We'll start with our original point. I moved that a little too much right about here. Original point is 3 and 1, right here. Then we go a rotation of 90, so negative 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, here. So I rotated 90 degrees. 90-degree rotation. Based on this, that is a right angle, or should be. So there's my new point at A. Then I have 1, negative 3. 1, negative 3. This is B. Again, same deal. It's supposed to make a right angle. Well, actually, I guess here would be the... So we rotated 90 degrees this way. Then we rotate 180. And we're going to be at negative 3, negative 1, all the way here. We rotated all the way around 180, which makes sense because there's the straight line. 180 degrees. So that's a rotation. We're rotating it around the origin, starting here, shifting it 90 degrees, negative 90, negative 90, so you get that one, and then 180, depending on which way you want to look at it, goes this way or this way, positive or negative. And that's going to be rotations, and of course we have to go a little bit trickier and throw it in. We're going to find the image equation of the line. So this is our original, 2x minus 3y equals negative 6. So things I know I have a slope of 2/3. And I'm going to let x equals 0 here. Then I'm going to have negative 3y equals negative 6, y equals 2. So I'm going to have a point 0, 2 to plot. Now we got to figure out what our rotation equation is. So we're going to go under a clockwise rotation about the origin through 90 degrees. So clockwise is a negative rotation. So we go back just a sec. I want to go back. Clockwise is this way. And when you look at this has me going in a negative direction to get this is a positive rotation. So we're going clockwise. We're doing r equals negative 90. So we're going to follow this path. So we've got x prime equals y. Y prime equals negative x. So that means x equals negative y prime. So I'm going to use this and this in here. So I've got 2 y, because, negative y prime, because x is equal to negative y prime, minus 3, y is equal to x prime, equals negative 6. So I have negative 2y prime minus 3x prime equals negative 6. Switch things, not squared, where am I getting? I'm losing my mind, folks. Negative 2y prime. Can't have the negative on the x, so this is going to be a little rearranging, gets me 3x prime plus 2y prime equals positive 6. Everything got multiplied by negative 1. So now I have a slope of 3 over 2, negative 3 over 2. And I'm going to let x equals 0. So 2y equals 6, y equals 3. So it's passing through the point 0, 3. With that, we'll graph the original line. And that's going to have 0, 2 as a y-intercept. And it has a slope of 2/3. So I'm going up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3, down 2 over 3. Gives me this line. And then I'm going to graph the new one that's on a rotation of negative 90 because it's clockwise. So we have a slope, we have a y-intercept of 0, 3 right here. And we're going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, over 2, 1, 2, down 3, over 2. Now, there's something messed up about the way the graph paper is set up in this case because these are perpendicular, which would make sense because we're on a 90-degree rotation. So, that is supposed to be 90 degrees, although it doesn't look like it based on the scale of the graph. So we did it. That's for 3, down 3 over 2. Yep, it's all good. And that, folks, is rotations.